And Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Allison. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia, which is just right outside of Vancouver. So, welcome to my regulars who join me either on Wednesday at 2 p.m., like today, Pacific time, or on Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So, thanks so much for coming. Really appreciate it. I am just going to make sure that I am live. Of course, just as I was going live, I noticed that my iPad has no juice. So not that helpful when you're trying to see if you're broadcasting okay. So I'm just going to double check that you guys can hear me and see me. And I'm also going to open my chat because once people start coming on, then I'll be able to see. Looks like I'm live, so that's great. And then I'll just see if I've got sound and hope for the best here. But I'm a little frozen here. Looks like I'm frozen. Oh, there I am. Okay, it's just probably because I have no juice in my iPad. All right, you guys. So nice to see you all. Hopefully somebody will pop on today. You can see I'm going to be using the Brush with Beauty suite. Hi, Mo. Hi, Alexina. How are you? I am live. I am. Nice to see you guys. This is a fantastic suite. Oh, because every time I get my nose itches when I get on live. It's included in the November 2025 online exclusive offerings. You can find all those sweet stamps, papers that come out every 2 months now called online exclusives, which means that they're exclusive to my online store. They're not in a printed publication, okay? Now, if you are receiving my newsletters, I do send out the actual link so that you can print it off if you want. Hi from Sydney, Leslie. Nice to see you. Thanks, you guys, for joining me. All right, so let's hide myself and we'll get started. So, like I said, this is a suite that's in the online exclusives. We've got 2 bundles, so it's what I call a mega suite. We've got Words of Beauty and Petals of Beauty. There's stamps, and then there's coordinating dies. And there's also designer series paper. Now, this is sad. Look how much paper I have left. Hardly anything. I don't even know if I've got one of everything here. I love it so much. Is that pretty? Look at that. So gorgeous. Oh, love that. Oh, look at these little bits. That's my favorite. You can see that I have none of that left. And all these little bits. So really pretty. 6x6. Sorry, 6x12, 6 double-sided. Okay. Now, the reason I have this much left is because it was my focus of my next class, which is actually on the 29th of November. Yeah, November. Gosh. We do it all online on Facebook, so you don't have to live near us to do it. Anyone can join. If you don't live in Canada, you can join and purchase the PDF and then, make up your own cards and come and craft with us. We have lots of fun. Lots of people from all over the world join us. All right, so the class includes 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. You get a whole package of let's see what it is called, flat pearls, I think. Pearls of Beauty. Pearls of Beauty. You get half a pack of that designer paper I just showed you, and you get half a pack of vellum because they brought vellum back. There we go. So, cool. Hi, Diane. How are you? Oh, hi, Cynthia. That's nice that you're with your daughter. How nice. So we're going to get started on this. I'm using the bundles. Hi, Keisha. How are you? I'm also using a die set called Everyday Arches. This is what they look like. So you can see you've got these arch shapes that actually nest inside of each other. So we're going to use that. And I'm also going to use the beautiful pattern embossing folder. It's part of the suite. Okay, so we're getting lots of product. So I'm starting with not colors that are in the designer series paper. I tried to use those colors and they were not speaking to me. I just didn't like them. So with this particular card, so I've just gone rogue here. We're going to use Strawberry Slush. I've got 8.5 by 5.5. Cut it 4. That's what it's cut to, and then it's scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so that's our card base. And then the only other one that I really measured was the inside. This is going on the inside. This is Granny Apple, and it is 5 by 3 3/4 And then I've got a piece of basic white that is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Yeah. Okay. So that's, and then I just got some scraps. So I've got some basic white scraps. I've got a piece of vellum and a piece of daffodil. Okay. All right. So the first thing I want to do is grab two actually of these arches. Okay. And I want to use the smaller one. Now I'm trying to remember which order these in. So let's just grab them so I can tell you. Okay. So this one is the 4th smallest one, or largest one, 4th largest. But we're also going to use the 2nd largest, okay, in a mitt. So we're going to start with this. So I'm going to lay this down on the front of my card because I want to cut an opening. Now, I'm going to use my repositionable tape. Thanks. Hi, back. Hi, back. I'm going to take my repositionable tape, but you know, I've been finding with certain dies or I don't know, papers, that if my repositionable tape is too sticky, it kind of makes a mess. Don't know why. So all I did was I just kind of took off some of the stickiness. I just stuck it to my pants. I'm gonna just cut this in half. And I just want to tack this down. Okay. So we're going to tack that to the front. I'm going to take it over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss and cut that out. What have you guys been doing? What have you guys been up to? I haven't watched Dancing with the Stars in years and years and years. I mean, years. I used to watch it years ago. But I don't know what made me watch it this year, but I watched most of it this year. And I was really struck by how positive it was. Like, it was such a positive group of people, and I don't know, even when they got voted off. Well, they don't get voted off. It's not like Survivor. Sorry, they don't get voted off. They just don't receive the most votes. Okay. And I kind of tape it, and I gotta say, truthfully, I fast forward through the judges. Like, oh, look at that. That's my fault. Ooh. I fast forward through the judges only because I don't really think it matters what they say. Mostly because it's up to the general public, right? They're the ones who vote. And I kind of like that. Sort of like, I like Amazing Race because nobody gets voted off. It's your own performance that details whether you make it to the end or not. So kind of like those shows. Anyway, it was really good. Did anybody else watch it? Yes. Who else watched it? Yes. So I was pulling for Robert for a couple of reasons. There were others that I really liked too, but I really had a soft spot for him. I think because he's such a genuine person. But what really struck me about watching him, and you may agree with me, Leslie, or you can let me know if you don't, is the most impressive person is their mother. She's an American, and she has raised two of the most, I don't know, humble, energetic, happy humans. And my hat is off to her because she did it on her own. So anyway, that's oh, hi Debbie. So I loved it, and thanks for sharing. I just loved the outcome. I did think Alex was a beautiful dancer, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, did she come with some experience? I'm not sure. I mean, Robert had zero experience. He wrestled, not wrestled, he hugs crocodiles, I guess. Anyway, I just thought, oh, what a great positive show it was. Anyway, that's my take on it. I enjoyed it, so I was quite happy that he won. Photopolymer. Oh, you're converting them all, are you, Keisha? Good for you. I guess because mostly I sell off or donate my items that go retired, like they retire. Eventually, the ones that are in those cases aren't back, right? So I just figure, I won't be bothered doing it. But good for you, especially if you keep stuff, right? Like a lot of people keep theirs, right? So did you see what I did? No, I was talking about Robert Irwin. Okay, Irving. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Irwin. I embossed it. Okay. They do love all things. He's such a conservationist. Yeah, I totally agree, Leslie. What a wonderful family unit they are. Right? Anyway, enough said. Moving on. Okay, next, what am I doing? Oh, I want to put a frame on here. Okay, so I guess I didn't cut one of these. And I don't know. There's a little trick, you know. I'm going to show you a trick if this works. So that piece that I've got for the inside layer, I think I can use, no, I can't use it for that. I lied. But what you can do sometimes is if you're using one piece, you can actually cut this out, and then because you're putting something else over top of it, you don't have to waste a piece of extra cardstock. But that's not the case. Can you still hear me? I'm just trying to get my, I'm trying to find another piece here. So bear with me. I need a piece for the inside. So I'm going to cut it. So what did we say that was? 5 by, I think it's 5 by 3 3/4. I think that's what I said. I think that's what I said. So this will be the inside piece. And this is going to be my arch piece. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking that outer piece and I'm just going to glue that down. And then this piece is going inside. So this is 2 sizes smaller than this, right? So it's not the next one, it's the one after that. Okay, so let's just tape those down. I just find that if I don't do this, it moves and I end up with a mess. Okay, so just saying. It's just me. You guys are probably way better at that than me. Okay, let's run that through. Oh, you hear that big release there, right? Oh, and you'll happy to know, Leslie, I voted. I'd never voted before, but last night I thought, this is going to be really tight. I need to vote. So I voted my 10 votes for Robert. It's so good. I did have a soft spot for Elaine, though. She was quite inspirational to me. They were all nice people. Good people. Anyway. I don't know, this might not be a popular thing to say, but I do miss Tom Bergeron when he was the host. I think that's when I stopped watching. I think it must have been a protest thing. I just find Julianne, when she talks in her normal voice, she's good, but sometimes she has this shrieky voice. And anyway, so that's why I don't listen to the judges, and I don't listen to her. Anyway, bring back Tom. Let's have a online petition. Bring him back. Okay. Why is that stuck like that, you guys? Where did this even come from, this little yellow bit? Goodness gracious, the stuff that our little pieces pick up, eh? All right. Oop. So I'm just going to glue this down. So just want to create a little frame. Okay. There we go. Nice. All right. So now we got a little frame. You have your own version. Oh. Can you watch it later? Like, is there a stream or something that you can watch? I've heard that there is an Australian version. I did hear that. I think the same in the UK. They call it Strictly Come Dancing or something, right? Let's make sure. Because I remember when I was in London visiting my cousin, it was on. And I think Len had gone over to do that one too. So it was kind of fun. All right. Let's do this. I am actually going to glue this down. Ooh, probably shouldn't have. I probably should have not. I think I probably jinxed myself now, right? Jinx. Whenever you glue something down before you have stamped it, something goes haywire. So I don't know. Let's just see. we're okay. Now I'm going to go back and scroll because I was chatting and see who else jumped on here. I said hi to Debbie. Oh, hi, Ellie. How are you? All right. Next, I've got some basic white here, and I need a few things stamped. So I'm going to stamp in Granny Apple. I'm going to grab, I had my little, whatchamacallit, grid sheet that I was stamping off on, because that way I don't stamp where I don't want to. Oh well, don't know where it went. Gonna grab another piece because that's going to be a really strong color and I don't want it that strong. Okay. So I'm going to stamp one of these leaves. I'm going to just stamp off on my scrap and then stamp the second generation. Okay. Then I'm going to take this kind of leaf that fills in. I don't know. It looks like a dandelion to me, but I'm going to stamp it off too. And it's still going to be strong enough to show. Okay. Next, I want to take strawberry slush. I love strawberry slush. I'm going to ink up the solid flower. Stamp off once, stamp on my scrap, and then ink up my second one. And normally you would do this full strength, right? But we're not going to do that. We're going to see where I'm headed here. I'm going to also stamp it off. And it's just going to give me a nice little kind of, I don't know, it's not too strong, is guess what I'm trying to say. And then I'm going to use early espresso in the little center of the flower, just like that. Okay. All right, now we're going to cut these out. So we've got coordinating dies. So let's grab those. Our leaf and our flower. There are several ways that you can join our class. You can buy the class, which comes with the goodie bag, or you can buy the $41 class. I think I'm going to have to cut these out separately because I got that one a little too close. Okay, so we'll come back to that. If you buy the Stampin' Up's $41 class, you're going to get enough material sent to you to make 4 cards. You are going to need the DSP and whatnot, but it's kind of like a free class. You get the PDF and you get to come and stamp with us. These are all pieces. The word just. They all nest inside each other, which is really cool. So we've got the daffodil, we've got vellum, and then for this one, I'm going to use white. Okay, so this is kind of like 3 layers. You could just use this with this. You could just use that without anything. But together they kind of form this layered look. So let me grab my scissors here and we'll get rid of that. Get all of these on here. We are going to have to cut that one out separately. We talked about that. We've got the word just. Okay. And I'm going to trim this one down too, because it's good, right? Like it's the least amount of passes that you can do, the better, right? Give yourself some work. Okay, so let's do all of those. So that's what I'm doing, right? Can you see them all? Yep. Hi, Cindy. How are ya? We're just making a card using Brushed with Beauty. There's still time to join the class. There's lots of options, as I mentioned. So, got some beautiful cards that we're going to make next Saturday. If you don't get your product in time, you can still come and hang out with us. And then when your stuff arrives, go back and watch the replay of the cards that we've made. All right. And I'm just going to cut up that leaf and we should be good. I think that's all I kind of need. All right. Okay, that looks good. All right, so we've got our flower and our leaf. And remember, we want to save all of these little pieces of tape because we can use them again. Now, for the word just, I'm going to just do 2 seconds here before I start disassembling it. Because what you want to try and do is you want to try and save the little dot that goes above the J. It is a bit of a pet peeve of mine with Stampin' Up! That they do this because a lot of the times I can't find the little top. But I've discovered that if I don't get it or, don't catch it, then you could put like a little pearl or a little rhinestone up there, right? That'll work too. All right, so I want to keep that little dot. Remember I was saying? There it is. Can you see that little dot? And then we'll get rid of the other stuff I don't need. Here's my little poker. And then I'll just pull that out. There we go. Okay. Now we're just going to assemble. So I'm going to take my word just, and I'm going to get rid of the little gob of glue that's stuck there. And let's, this is going to get stuck to the vellum. Who's happy that vellum is back? I am so happy that vellum is back. Okay, so here's my vellum. My dog just let out the biggest sigh. You'd think she just got home from a long day of work, the way she sighs. Is anyone else's dog like that? It's like, my gosh. It's like so exasperated. Big sigh. Put my little dot there. Reminds me of teenagers. You ask them to take out the garbage or something. Or empty the dishwasher. I think you ask them to cut off a limb. All right, here we go. Luckily, they grow into nice humans. So what I'm doing now, you guys, is I'm just kind of putting the glue where the yellow, where I can see the daffodil, just a little bit. I'm not going over every little thing, but this kind of will hide it so it doesn't show through the vellum. Okay. Oop. Is that the right way? Yeah. Having a moment of, why isn't that fitting? But it is. Just challenged. Okay, so there's our word. There's our word. Whoops, just, that's fallen off. Come on. That's the thing about this white glue, right? Everybody knows I love it. And also, one of the reasons I love it is because it gives me time to kind of fiddle before it's completely sets. But it also moves, right? All right. Let's go. So this one here, this is going inside my card, okay? So this is what you're going to see on the inside. So what I want is I want my flower to be just kind of in the corner here. So I'm just going to decide which. There we go. I don't know. Do I like it like that? I have to turn. This flower is not symmetrical, so you can decide how you want it to look. I think that looks good. Okay. So I want it in the lower corner here. And so because I'm not sure where it's going to land, I'm going to pop it up with some dimensionals. So what I'm going to do is take my little dimensionals. You know, I've always got these leftover side bits here. And I'm going to put it here. So like kind of here and here. I don't think I have any American friends on here today. They're busy. They're busy getting their turkeys and stuff ready. They have their Thanksgiving tomorrow. We have ours in Canada in October, which I got to say I'm kind of grateful for it because we are lucky we don't have to have it on a specific day. We've got a long weekend, and most families, well, Monday is technically Thanksgiving. Families pick a day. Whichever works for them that weekend is kind of what they go with. So it's kind of easier, I think. Plus, we can have turkey because we're not going to have turkey again until Christmas. I know my friends that live in the U.S. Tend to have something else for Thanksgiving sometimes, so they're not, or they have something different for Christmas. Sorry, they have turkey for Thanksgiving, and then they switch it up to roast beef or something. My friend Patsy always says, "Oh, you're so lucky. You get 2 months between turkeys." Okay, I've got this little piece sticking out and it's bugging me. Okay, there we go. New plates. Oh, you got new plates for your, what am I trying to say? Your embossing? Is that what you mean? Or did you get new dinner plates? And could be. All right, for this guy, this is going on the inside. So what I want to do is I've got my word just, and I am I'm just gonna I keep saying just. I'm gonna just put a little dot because that's where my just is gonna be. And then I'm gonna move all this off of here because I want to stamp some words. So I'm going to use strawberry slush and the word because. So we're going with just because. So I'll just kind of line that up where I want. There we go, just because. And then I've grabbed early espresso. I have new plates. Well, I'll show you them. Sort of. So early espresso because it's your birthday. There we go. I don't think I really have new plates, Cindy. Here's my plates. This one's not bad, I guess. This one is horrible. This one is relatively new, I guess. So what I tend to do is I'll put that the one that's not too bad, I'll put it on the bottom, and then I will I'll get a new plate for the top. So don't kind of replace both at the same time. It's not that new. It is semi-new. Yeah. Okay. So can I glue this down? Where's my sample? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, not really. I forgot. I got one more thing to stamp on here. But now we'll have to stamp it when it's inside. Because it's just the way it's going to be. Okay. So there we go. Now, I also got out Lemon Lolly. And there's a little cluster of flowers. And I'm just going to stamp it kind of in the corners like that. There we go. Okay. All right. Now we're kind of cooking with gas all of a sudden, so that's good. All right. So just, I'm going to pop up. So again, where did I put? Oh, here it is. I've got those little strips of that go around the, don't throw anything out. These are so fantastic, right? And you can actually bend them kind of into a shape. And then I just cut all of, ooh, that one doesn't need cut. I just got to cut all of these and stick them in. Oop. And one more. Okay, gonna cut that off. All right, let's take our backings off of this. And all right. That way I can sort of now see where I want to put that. Looks about right. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, so just because it's your birthday, we can open that up like that. And then I thought it was missing something. So I don't even know if this ribbon is still around. I had this little bit left of silver and white. Look how beautiful that is. So I don't know. I just thought that would look pretty on the card. So I tied it in a bow, and I'm just going to do my little tails here. Get all that out of the way. And I thought it would look nice at the top. So that was me. Just what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm using my big glue dots, my big honking glue dots. You should only need one, but I'm putting 3 on. Thanks, Alexina. Appreciate that. So there's our little bow. What do we think? Is that pretty? Droop. So that's the everyday arches. Okay, so the other cards, we made this card last. I love this ribbon too. Is it still around, Cindy, you guys? Maybe if you want to check, it says silver and white. Oh, silver and white, 1/2 inch, 1.3 centimeters. Look at this. This is the card that we made on my live, I'm going to say 2 Sundays ago. Like not this Sunday, but the Sunday before. I used a brand new stamp set, background stamp called Lasting Linen. Okay, and then there's our, instead of just, we've got because. And then this is the one we made together the other day. This is, oh, that one's the one that I got ink on. Sorry, just a second, everybody. Oh, I dropped an ink pad on it. This was from the class. This is Stampin' Up! Designer has made this one, or Concept Artist. I just copied it. And then this one here was also from the class that Stampin' Up! Offers, the $41 class. Remember, if you buy it from Stampin' Up!, you can make all their cards and projects and join my class and for free. It's retired, yeah, darn it. Anyway, I had a little bit left, so I'm just going to use it. Right, Cindy? And then this is the little box they taught us how to make. And these were some cards. They it wasn't part of the class per se, but she'd shown some examples of cards. This is stamped on vellum. Okay, so those are that. Oh, thanks, Mo. Yeah, isn't it pretty? It is pretty. I think the ribbon just kind of finishes it off too. And I thought maybe I needed like embellishments. Oh, I thought, you know what? You can just go too crazy, everybody. It's just like, why are you going so crazy, right? All right. So that's the card for today. And bring that back. And then I'll put myself back on screen. And there I am. Yay. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate you coming. Love you here today. All right. What else? I think that's it. There is a Black Friday sale on right now. I know a lot of stuff is sold out, but you can still pick up the Stampin' Blends, which are an awesome deal right now. Instead of $15, they're $9. So if you're missing any colors or they're getting worn out, grab yourself some of those. And gosh, we're in the last final days of November. Can you believe it? So I'll see you again on Sunday. That's the 30th, last day of November. And until I see you again, I hope you get some creative time in. Thanks so much, you guys. Yeah, I think that's everybody. I think I said hi, bye, and have a great day. Happy stamping. Bye.